everyone, it's Nicole and I'm here with a cheeky studio layout for the month of November. These are some of the pattern papers that I got in the kit and the bunch of ephemeras and the stamp set and also some thickers. Again, when I looked at this kit, I was like, oh, these are the perfect pattern papers to start my daughter's wedding album. And I looked at this side of the pattern paper and I like the little bird, but where he's situated is not going to work for my layout because he would cover their sneakers. So I'm going to cut him out totally. And then I'm going to cut out the flowers so that I can stick my photo in so that my photo will be sort of inside that circle of leaves and flowers. And then I'm going to fussy cut that wreath of leaves and flowers so that I can put it on my layout. And then I'm going to cut out the bird and I'm going to use it, but I'm going to place him in a different spot so it doesn't cover up their shoes. Now my daughter, when she got married, up until she had to walk down the aisle, she wore these Converse sneakers. And the groom also wore some Converse sneakers and also did Mason. So it's kind of a Converse wearing shoes at the wedding. So the photographer thought it was really cute, so she wanted to take pictures of them both in their Converse. And I have to say the Converse that she got, they looked like wedding shoes because they had sparkles on them. So they looked like glittery. So they looked a little bit more fancier than a normal pair of Converse would be, I guess. And then once she got married for the dance, she wore her Converse. So then she was comfortable for the entire evening. So it was a smart idea to do. So I fussy cut that wreath of leaves and flowers, except for the top and the left side of that cluster, I guess, so that I could fit it totally at the top left corner of the page. The only thing that I cut out is at the very tip there was a little flower and I cut around the leaves so that you'll be able to see a little bit of the cardstock in behind. And then I'm going to do a cluster right by their sneakers. And then I took the other pattern papers that were in the kit and I cut two strips of it, one about 4 by 10 and the other about 4 by 8, and then I'm going to overlap them. I'm going to ink the edges of all the pattern papers and all the embellishments with gathered twigs. The background is this dark navy that did come in the kit and it coordinated with the patterns really well, but I didn't want to ink the edges in the blue just because I found it would stuck out a little bit more. And with the brown, it just kind of inks the edges without making it too bold. And I'm loving that. I'm going to play with the layers and see where I want to put my journaling. I thought maybe I want to put my journaling card, on the card that has the birds. But I thought, you know what? If I put it on the checker pattern paper, it's going to look even more layered. And then I'm trying to decide, do I want to put the pattern paper up higher on the page or a little lower? And until I make the decision, I move on to something else and work on something that I know I want to do. So I know I want to put a cluster right there by their sneakers because you remember when I did cut out around the flower, it did leave an open spot. And when I put down the photo, you could still see that. So that's why I want to put an embellishment cluster there. Then when I start moving the pattern paper around, I thought, you know what, I'm going to put it down lower and then I'll be able to put an embellishment cluster where the two pattern papers kind of meet and it's got this big white space. I'm going to put a big embellishment cluster there. The third place I'm going to put an embellishment cluster is going to be with my journaling. And then I hadn't used the stamp set that was in the kit this month, so I thought, you know what, this is the perfect layout for it. And one of the stamp sets said love with a little heart. And I'm going to stamp that and I'm going to put it next to my embellishment cluster with the journaling card. I'm also going to use a couple more stamps. Actually, the love one, I'm going to stamp it above the other embellishment cluster, and then I'm also going to take one of the leaves and I'm going to stamp it on a few places on the layout. I did use a few of the labels that were in the kit and quite a bit of the ephemera. I am loving the colors of those ephemeras. It goes really well. As you can tell in the picture, you know, you have the two pairs of shoes, but then by their feet there's all, you know, these leaves, and those weren't rehearsed. They were, you know, just on the ground all over, and the trees were just the beautiful colors that the leaves turn around this time of year. So while I'm finishing that off, I just want to remind you that I'll have everything in the description box below from Chicky Studio, so their Facebook group, their shop, and also I have a discount code. If you type in Nicole Jones 911, you'll get 10% off your order. And coming up, there'll be close-ups of the layout. And if you're new to my channel, don't forget to hit subscribe. If you're enjoying these videos, if you wouldn't mind, give me a thumbs up and leave me a comment down below. And I want to thank you so much for watching. Bye.